Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Family and friends, we welcome you today to witness the marriage of Ken and Geneva. You have shared and contributed to their lives in the past, and by witnessing their marriage ceremony today, Ken and Geneva ask you to share in their future. Now, you may or may not know the following, but Ken and Geneva wanted me to share a little bit of their story. We think that it adds to the weight of this moment. See, Ken first met Geneva on January 18th, 1997. Does that date ring a bell, January 18th? And by my math, that was 23 years ago. Now, Ken was in the process of giving out flyers in Scottsdale for his business. He was feeling a little tired and parched, so he ducked into a nightclub called Mingles, just to take a little break. And that's when he saw Geneva for the first time. She was sitting at the bar with her friend Blanca. That's all it took. After dancing the night away with her, he knew she was worth getting to know. Now, Geneva tells me that at first, she wasn't really all that interested in getting to know Ken. But he was persistent. And he even called her at work to secure a first date. They went on that date 2 days later, once again handing out flyers, this time at a supermarket parking lot. And so the rest is history, right? Well, they rode off into the sunset? Nah, not exactly, or we wouldn't be here today. So they did fall for each other quite quickly, and they started dating. And after some time, Ken proposed to Geneva for the first time on January 26th, 2002. She said no, for reasons of her own. Over the years, he would propose 2 more times. And each time, she would say no, giving the same answer. But then, in August of 2017, and as a complete surprise to Ken, he even thought it might be a joke, Geneva asked, "Do you want to get married on a Friday or Saturday?" So the question was, she wanted to get married on January 18th because of the significance of the meeting for the first time. So Friday or Saturday? Ken said Saturday because it wasn't a joke, and so here we are. So now, Ken, I want to ask you, do you take Geneva to be your wife? Will you love, honor, and cherish her in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to her as long as you both shall live?
Oh, yeah. I will.
Geneva, do you take Ken to be your husband? Will you love, honor, and cherish him in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to him as long as you both shall live?
Yes, I will.
So you guys have known each other from that first glance of acquaintance some 23 years ago, and to this point of commitment. And at some point in there, August 2017, you decided to get married. And from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal, or maybe on a long walk, maybe handing out flyers. All those sentences that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will," and "you will," and "we will." Those late night talks that included "someday" and "somehow" and "maybe." All of those promises are the unspoken matters of the heart. And all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to say are a way of saying to one another, "You know all those things we talked about? Well, I meant it, every word." So I'm going to ask you to look at each other now and remember this moment in time. Because before this moment, you've been many things to each other: an acquaintance, a friend, a companion, even a teacher. And now you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life. And things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife."
She's mine.
So Ken, as you look at Geneva, please repeat these words after me. I, Ken,
I can
take you, Geneva,
take you, Geneva,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise to honor
I promise to honor
and love you
and love you
every day.
every day.
I will always be faithful,
I will always be faithful,
honest and kind.
honest, and kind.
I promise to be respectful
I promise to be respectful
and supportive
and supportive
of your hopes and dreams.
of your hopes and dreams.
I promise to stay vigilant
I promise to stay vigilant
of our relationship,
of our relationship,
never taking it for granted,
never taking it for granted,
and always nurturing its growth.
and always nurturing its growth.
You are my partner,
You are my partner,
my best friend,
my best friend,
and I love you.
and I love you.
Now, Geneva, if you'll look again and repeat these words after me. I, Geneva,
I, Geneva,
take you, Ken,
take you, Ken,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to love
I promise to love
and honor you
and honor you
every day.
every day.
I will always be faithful,
I will always be faithful,
honest and kind.
honest, and kind.
I promise to be respectful
I promise to be respectful
and supportive
and supportive
of your hopes and dreams.
of your hopes and dreams.
I promise to stay vigilant
I promise to stay vigilant
of our relationship,
of our relationship,
never taking it for granted,
never taking it for granted,
and always nurturing its growth.
and always nurturing its growth.
You are my partner
You are my partner
and my best friend.
and my best friend.
I love you.
I love you.
Ooh.
Now, you guys have brought rings to exchange?
Yes. Oh my. And who goes? Do I give hers? So
Yeah.
I'll put this on my finger.
So, yeah, Geneva will go first. Please take Ken's hand, place this on his ring finger, and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Wait till you guys see this ring.
It's hard to give it up.
I know. And Ken, if you'll place the ring on Geneva's finger, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Wait till you get a load of this ring.
Damn.
It's there.
These rings are gifts to each other to remind you always, and those that gaze upon their beauty, that you have pledged your love and commitment in marriage to each other. And when you have been together for a long, long time, you will look at these rings, and you will feel the indentation they have made on your fingers. And you will know that these rings contain all the memories of what your life and relationship has been. And may they always serve to remind you of how great your love is for one another. Now, this wedding is more than the joining of Ken and Geneva together in marriage. It is also the joining of you, their family and friends. Now, while you may have arrived here today, a friend or family of Geneva or Ken, you leave today one person richer. Please remember, it takes all of us as their community, surrounding them to support and nurture their growth, not just as individuals, but also as a couple. Ken and Geneva, may God bless and honor your lives together. And now, for as much as you have made your vows each to the other, and have declared the same by the giving and the receiving of rings, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. Ken, you may kiss your bride.